Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Chad.
It's Kris.
And Alberto.
And you are now listening to Chilling with Chad. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, this is Daniel, and welcome to Chillin' with Chad.
So with that, we'd like to check back into our new segment of the show called Tap In. Mm-hmm. And we would like to tap in with it, each one here, Kris, me, and Chad, seeing if we actually stuck to our goals that we set for ourselves last week. So I would like to start off maybe, or Kris, if you're ready, if you feel like, you know, you've been gone for a week.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
In Florida,
since Kris has been like on this like family trip and doing all this stuff all week.
Yeah, let me just start off by saying a vacation with your kids is not a vacation. But no, I mean, so my goals last week, I had two of them. One of them was to be a better husband and to take stress away from my wife. Getting ready for the trip to Florida, and I feel like I accomplished that as much as I could. My wife, she hates packing. Like, she just hates the whole, like, it's horrible. So, yeah, I mean, Friday, the day we left, I got the car packed up myself. Like, we were ready to go. I mean, it was still stressful, but I did my part in that. And then, you know, the other part was not to drink until I got to Disney. I did have a drink before I went to Disney. So I did not do that. But even at Disney, I drank very minimal while I was there. And
because it was that expensive, or just because?
I mean, it was expensive, but honestly, like the amount of walking, like I walked like on Pokemon, like 95 kilometers last week.
Oh, shit. Fuck yeah.
So like, even when I was thirsty,
how many eggs
I wanted
did you hatch?
Yes. But even like when I was thirsty, like I wasn't like craving a beer or like an alcoholic drink. I just wanted water. So, you know, the majority of it, you know, at night I drank a beer to kind of wind down, but it was pretty mellow. So I feel like all in all, you know, for my 1 week goals, you know, I feel like I'm about 80%. Okay. I did well with my wife in the stress department, and then, you know, with the drinking, I did have a drink. It was a little stressful week. Yeah, I think overall, I think I did pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, we had similar goals last week. With me, I just wanted to do more. And I feel like I accomplished that. I finally got, you know, we got the ball rolling at the house, got our baseboards put in and frames and whatnot. So that was nice. So we got to move forward with a bunch of other stuff. Nice. I cut my yard, my front and my backyard, so that, you know, my lady loves it when she has a nice pretty backyard.
Nice.
That takes a nice stress. Put up, you know,
manicured bush.
Yeah, we put up a good amount of laundry away. Also, like, you know, it was spring break, and so we wanted to take the kids, you know, do as much as we could throughout the week. And for the weekend, we went skating, we went bowling. So I know all that, getting the kids ready through all that process, and actually enjoying the moment, you know, definitely took some stress off of her and helped her.
Turns the lady on. Yeah. When you go dad mode, it turns the lady on, man.
For sure.
And I saw the footage of y'all skating.
Yeah, hold on. You didn't pay for it, so I was like, "How did you see it?"
Babe, you have an OnlyFans account.
Yeah.
Oh wow. But
it's just your fee.
I like, but because I mean, like seeing like skating like that, it's like it takes me like back to my days of hanging out at the skating rink.
Oh yeah, that's what I tell my lady. I was like, man, we used to come skating every weekend, every Sunday after church. We would like go right afterwards.
It's Friday nights, Saturday nights, Sunday nights in the summer. Like,
I was about to say, chill out. That's a school night.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day, like they used to have like parties at skate country back in the day. Which seeing that place now and then remembering to back then,
is that the one on Town Oaks?
No, that's the one. That's skate. That's skate world. Skate country is on the other side of
Bellmead.
Yeah.
Bellmead. Oh, okay.
By the skate world. That's where I, you know, skate world is my thing, and I just recently went, you know, this past weekend, so I hadn't seen the renovations they did. It was pretty nice. Yeah. Chad got the ops out there.
Oh, I saw a lady for it.
Yeah.
I've never. This in the window's never been open. Not to sidetrack.
Well, that's exactly what you did, Chad.
What about your goals?
Yeah. So I'm getting
Chadwick.
I would say if I'm being fair and honest, I would say
Which you should be.
I would say I would give myself 40 out of 100 because like as much as I
That's your amount.
as much as I try not to overthink, like I said I wouldn't do, the more I guess kind of made me overthink, I guess. So it's like, oh man, it's like at times like I overthink about stupid stuff for no reason. I don't like to be that way, but it's just how my mind works at the time.
So you know what I heard though is so like whenever you're trying to quit something or whenever you have these goals, right? Mm-hmm. So like with me, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna drink this week.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I think about the entire week is not drinking.
Yeah.
So it's not one of those where it's like it's so easy to just get up and do because all you're doing is thinking about it. So like if I just went a week without drinking and didn't think about it, it would be like that was easy. Right. But the fact that I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna drink this week, so every day after work I'm like, I'm gonna get a beer.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. All right, I'm gonna get a beer. No, I'm not. So like, I don't know.
No, I definitely like that. Like so.
Yeah, I mean it's up to you to fill in those spots with positive things and things that are progressive.
And I'm trying to, but that's another like
Takes time.
Cross the road where like what positivity can I put in these spaces to like get me away from thinking about the negativity. So think about family, think about friends, think about you doing the show. Like I'm like damn, like what can we talk about this time?
How about personal growth?
Yeah, I'm getting there. I feel like being like in the darkness for like a little while, it's taken me a while to get myself back out of it like I was, because like I said, like for a while it was all like autopilot. Get up, go to work, come home, sit and stew, go to sleep, turn around the next day, do the same thing. So it's taken me a little while to like mentally get myself out of those blocks to where I'm like, okay, like you don't need to be so negative about this stuff. Like, it could be a whole lot worse. I mean, yeah, things could be better, but then on the other hand, things could be a whole lot worse for you. So that's usually where I start with it. Like after I get through with like fucking being down on myself or being upset, like shit comes in waves. So like then like my mind just like I can get distracted by something and then it's like instantly, boom. My mind's like completely gone from something else and like something else is on. So I try to, like I said, I try to keep the negativity down to as much of those as I can. But I know but in the back of my mind, it's still gonna be there. So like I'm not fully like at the point where I don't have any negative thoughts. Right. So it's like I said, yeah, it's a work in progress, and I feel like yeah, and at some aspects I'm doing better on it. Some aspects still kind of the same, so I'm just trying to just work through this.
Right. Well, would you like to make some new goals for this?
Yeah. So yeah, let's do some new goals. One new goal that I would like. It's funny.
It's Chad speaking, y'all.
One new goal that I want to do this week is to not consume myself with women.
You trying dudes?
No.
Ladies, no more. Please
but
do not send
like,
your love to Chad.
No, it ain't even that, bro. It's just the fact that like and it's not even like all like
who hurt you?
Not all romantic type stuff. Like I feel like my female and male conversations I have daily is like highly like probably I will say 70-30, like female to
Like
male.
you talk to more females than males.
Yeah.
At work.
It ain't not at work. It's just in life, period. Like I got female friends. Like I talk to them about their problems. Like they talk to me about my problems, and just kind of, I don't know. But I feel like the ones that I do have like romantic interest in, like it doesn't always go how I want it to go. So I'm trying not to focus in on that. I feel like that's part of some of the reasons that keep me like off balance and keep my mind clouded, because I'm like overthinking about this dumb shit that I don't have any control over. Right? So I want to. I've made some decisions today to like cut out some of that. So I hope to keep it up for the rest of the week.
What can we do to help you?
Oh, I mean, yeah. Either way it goes, like y'all gonna make me laugh about it.
Do you want us to talk to you more? Will we balance out the amount of women you talk to if we just have more conversations with you?
I don't know about that. I mean,
We put on makeup.
I'll call you as soon as we're done here. I'll call you tonight, Chad.
Like high school sweethearts, just talking.
Baby, can I talk to you, girl?
No, I feel like because we talk to each other like throughout the day anyway. So
I don't think we necessarily talk. It's me telling you, Chad,
Yeah.
stop fucking up.
yeah, that's basically what it is. It's
Goddamn.
it's Berto yelling at me all day, and then I'm just like, oh, all right, whatever, Berto, and we just go through that. So
No, like I mean, what would help you achieve that goal this week?
well, definitely like cutting down the amount of conversations that I'm having at one time. Definitely is something. Is a step in the right direction. I feel like.
Can we lock your phone in the safe at work?
No, you don't gotta do that. Cause
I know,
but lately, so as you say that, I've been keeping my phone in my coat. I ain't really been.
He did this today.
No, not just today. I did it
Yesterday.
I did it the past what day was that? Friday? No, was that Friday? That
I don't know, Chad.
I don't know. It's been a couple days in a row that I've just left it back there. I haven't been, because lots of times I'm like back and forth, like, ooh, somebody text me back. But I haven't been messing with it lately. I've just been letting it be, and everything's been okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, after coming back from vacation, my biggest goal would be to get back on a routine. Yeah, I'm still tired, but getting back on a routine with work, with home stuff, with just all sorts of stuff, just getting back in the swing of things. So I feel like that's not a big goal, but for me, routine is a real big part of my life. So I need to get back on it because, when I was at Disney, it was, get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, catch the tram, go to the park, and then it's literally like, ooh, let's wait in line for an hour.
How many total rides did you ride?
Probably like 30 to 40.
damn.
I would think like it would be like 10 for the long time. Or was that just for the big rides?
Well, like we rode the big rides, and then we rode like a lot of small rides. So like I rode like Dumbo with the kids, like Pirates of the Caribbean, which is pretty cool.
You've been multiple times, right? Out there.
Not to all the parks though.
No?
I've never been to Epcot or Animal Kingdom
This was your first time doing
or
that?
Hollywood. I think the only park I ever went to was Magic Kingdom, which is like Disney World. So that was fun. Guardians of the Galaxy was really cool.
Do you get tired after a while, like riding those rides? Like, I've done this.
No,
Because like when
riding the
I go to
rides.
Six Flags, I remember one time me and my brother went to Six Flags, and I don't know how it was just me and him, but we rode the Texas Giant like 6 times in a row, and after like the 6th time, I'm like, all right, cool. This is the biggest ride. Now what do we do?
No, because with the kids and stuff, we didn't have time to ride things twice, and like a lot of the rides were new. Like, so for us, it was like we literally just did one ride at a time. But yeah, big thing. My goal this week is to get back on a routine, get back into the work swing of things, the home life swing of things, and all that good stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean, for me, my biggest goal this week is my oldest. He turns 9, so my biggest goal this week is just to make my big boy feel special and make sure it's all about him and make sure to help mama out with all of the party things that need to be taken care of. And just making sure that my boy has a good week and his birthday. And that's me.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Yeah, tapping out.
Hello, my name is Carla. My goal for the week is to be kinder to myself.
Hello, this is Jessica Vidette. I am the co-star of Stepson, and my goal for the week is to stay blessed.
Hey, it's your girl Data Doll from Amorgasm, and my goal for the week is to stay focused because my focus has been off a little lately, but I'll shake back.
Two, nothing wrong with me. 3, nothing wrong with me. 4, nothing wrong with me. 5, nothing wrong with me. Shit, my bad.
He ends at 4.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Something's got to get out.
We had to get hyped up for some reason. So we talked a little bit about favorite things earlier. I talked about why I kind of related to Beauty and Beast. So,
what are some of your favorite things, Kris?
Some of my favorite things?
Yeah.
Some of my favorite pastimes?
Yeah.
Back when you were a good old boy.
Being good at high school sports.
Hell yeah.
No, I mean, some of my favorite, obviously, like, golf is a huge hobby of mine, so, like, that's one of my favorite things. I'm one of those weirdos that can watch it on TV and not fall asleep.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things is, like, just sports in general.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I feel like they should know that by now.
Yeah.
We like sports, so.
We like sports.
We like sports.
Sports. Yeah, sports kind of, it just ties into my life. I grew up, my dad was my coach for the longest time in baseball, and, I'm not bragging, but, like, I was pretty successful in high school sports and all that, so it was something that I definitely enjoyed doing, and, it helped me get through a lot of my life. Other than that, music, I can't do much without listening to music, all types of music. We touched on last week, kind of like guilty pleasures. But like my connections with music, they're so different. Like I get in different moods.
Yeah.
Like sometimes like the Kesha playlist does pop on. Where I'm like, man, I just need something like fun in the background. Like I don't need anything to like hype me up. I just need something fun on. And then, I have my punk rock music. That's my kind of everyday go-to thing. I have times where I listen to hip hop and all that, but it kind of all depends on like the moods I'm in and how I need to connect with myself and kind of either get myself into a certain mood or pull myself out of a certain mood. But yeah, those are,
So you said with sports,
sports.
You have that connection with your dad, right? And what is? You mind digging a little deeper into that? And
yeah, he's 6 feet under.
Yeah, right. What, Chad? We're all adults here.
Yeah. No, it's something where like we watch it all the time. So like Florida State football is something that's I'm passionate about, and
that's another favorite.
Yeah, that's one of those where like the connection I had with my dad over just that one sports team was like unlike any other. So it's something I always fall back on. So football season's fun. I get to think about my dad a lot, and we have our connections and stuff like that. So, but yeah, other than that, I can't wait to be a coach for my kids and sports and stuff like that. So, it's something I look forward to.
No, that's something for me. Like with my boys, watching the Cowboys. Like,
yeah,
that I didn't grow up with somebody watching Cowboys with somebody. So like I'm glad that I get to create that connection with my kids. Yeah. That whether they're gonna be pissed off Cowboy fans for the rest of their lives like I am, or they're gonna be fans of another team. They still have that sort of connection. Like if they do have an opposing team, like if the Cowboys ever play them, they're gonna be like, "Fuck you, Dad."
Yeah. No, so those, and then I have that connection with my dad, and then I really like cooking. recipes, coming up with different things. And I have that connection with my mom. She was a chef for a long time.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she loves cooking. So like doing those two things kind of brings me closer to my parents. My mom is still alive, building a relationship again. But, talking about connections and having like favorite things, like those are two things that bring me closer to my parents and kind of the rest of my family. As far as like sports and cooking, that's pretty much all we do is watch football and eat.
No, that's awesome. Like for me, it's a little different because, like I've already said, like I don't already have connections. So myself is starting connections with future generations of my family. You know what I mean? So like, and music is a big one. Like I love sitting there, showing Isaiah songs and telling him, "Hey, look, like
Bad Bunny."
Yeah, it's all range of songs. You know what I mean? And since we're bilingual, it's cool that I can show him Spanish songs.
Yeah,
like in all different forms. Like one time, me and Kris were open. He was like, "Oh shit, I didn't even know there were different types of Spanish songs." You know what I mean? They're like, because we're only, he told me, he's like, because we're only like exposed to so much. Yeah. No, man, there's different, there's Spanish rock, there's Spanish rap, there's you know what I mean? And it's and that's, I love that connection with my boy because like, we'll be out and a song comes out and he's like, hey. Whether it's the actual song or a sample of a song he knows comes from a different song.
Yeah.
And that's awesome for me because it's always something I feel like when I get old, like if I hear it, you know what I mean, it's gonna make me think of the connection that I had and what it did for me.
Yeah. So and like I'm in the same boat. Like music was like introduced to me like early on in life. So my dad, he was always into music. Like the times I spent with him, like he was like always he was musically inclined. Like my dad sings. He's been in like bands and stuff like that throughout his life. So like music was introduced to me like very, very early on as a kid. So like through like my dad, even his own music, and then like us going to church, and then him like singing in his band or singing in the choir, like so, and then going on from that to like my dad introducing me to like old soul music, like listen to like Al Green and as Isley Brothers and stuff like that. Then moving on to like later on as I got older, then I would hear him listen to like all kinds of like stuff from like the 80s and 90s. So music always actually him showing me Purple Rain was like one of the like major things that like made me become like a Super Prince fan like as I got older. and watching Purple Rain Purple Rain, like listening to the songs from there, like I can still like hear them today and just go off on it. Actually, being honest, like Purple Rain, I think this is the first movie I ever seen titties in. So
right on.
Can't go one episode without
you
titties.
Remember your first
titties?
Set of titties that you seen in the movie?
They were my wife's and they're beautiful.
Oh, yeah, me too.
She's the only woman I've ever been with.
Yeah, for real.
But yes. Do you remember?
I don't know if it's like the American Pie movie or if it was like Swordfish. Which one came out first?
Oh no, American Pie definitely.
Private Parts?
First.
American Pie definitely was first, but have y'all seen Howard Stern's Private Parts?
Yeah. I've seen that.
I'm not.
I've seen that movie before.
Oh, it's a movie?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Oh, I thought you were asking like, have I seen his? No, I have not seen Howard Stern's Private Parts.
You've watched a Howard Stern show though before. Right?
Oh yeah.
So the movie just like telling his life story, and then this guy. It's like basically like a long ass Howard Stern,
like a documentary.
Yeah,
and
like he's like early on talking about
back to the titties.
Yes, there is a scene in Private Parts where
no Purple Rain.
Yeah. Oh, Purple Rain.
Yeah, back to your titties.
Yeah. Oh, ooh. So, yeah, Apollonia. Oh yeah. So yeah, she's Prince is took her out to like this body of water, and basically tells her that if she gets in the body of water, she'll be like purified or some shit like that.
Right.
And this is in Minnesota, where it's again, super super cold or whatever out there. So she's like, oh yeah. So she's like, fucking.
Chad, you should do that. You should take somebody out to like Brazos and be like,
nah, I don't know about. I don't
get
know
in
if
there,
you're getting
you'll get
purified in the
crabs.
Brazos, bro.
you'll be Miss Chadwick.
So yeah, so she gets naked and fucking takes her top off, got her fucking tits out, and jumps in the water. And then he tells her like that's not even the place where he wanted her to.
No, wait. It might have been Eminem's like
8 Mile.
no. Yeah, like
Superman.
no, when they were doing the fucking tour. What is it?
Oh, the Slim Shady. With it was like a big tour they did like at that
In
time.
2000, like in 2000s. You know what I'm talking about?
This was like a big ass tour. It was like Eminem and Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and
Might have been.
Up in Smoke is what it was called. The Up in Smoke tour is what it was called. I remember that because I think.
So did that come out before American Pie?
Yes,
Okay,
it was.
then,
It was at least
that's-
around the same. At least around the same
Came out
time.
in the 90s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was like it was like '99 when they went on that tour. I remember.
I like how this conversation is about connections, and
Yeah, me and Berto just connected on seeing something.
here we are talking about titties.
Yeah,
That was
I mean,
you brought it back to Chad's titties, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, no, Purple Rain's titties.
well, yeah, Purple Rain, and then
Because he was talking about connections with his dad, and somehow it ended on.
Titties
okay.
from Purple Rain. All right, Chad. Whatever connects
Well,
you
I'm
to your
just
dad is
saying.
you, man.
Purple Rain was
Right
like
on.
one of the first movies that my dad actually let me watch as a kid, which I probably shouldn't even been watching it in the first place. But
That's why you are the way you are now, Chad. Shit.
but he let me watch it anyway, and it not only those
What do you
scenes,
say? Let the boy watch.
but the music scenes in the movie as well, because then you got like Prince, and then you even got like Morris Day and the Time, which are like all like affiliated with each other. So it's like it all like tied into like, damn, I really like this music. So like after watching the movie, like so
So now,
many
anytime you
times-
listen to like Purple Rain or
Yeah, like
anytime the
anything-
movie comes
anything.
on, you just it
So do you
brings you
think of
back
your
to
dad?
that.
Or do you think of
I
titties?
remember sitting. I remember sitting back in my grandmother's little common room in her house and having a little tape. And
Damn, you're rich. You had a common room?
Right? Shit.
Two dads?
Two dads, a common room.
y'all never gonna let me live this down, bro.
I got 6
Anyway.
bedrooms. I can shit all day. Goddamn.
I own 10 kookaroos.
Damn, Chad. No, that's awesome. Connections like that are like for me. Anytime I pick up Nintendo 64 control and like I can
Nostalgia.
hear my dad vacuuming in the background with fucking Kiss playing and
But
it's
you know,
just-
there's no better connection than between me and my wife.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Love you, baby.
I mean, I used to have a connection like that, but
No, Chad, we're not worried about women anymore. We're helping you. Remember?
Diablo
I
Blanca.
was making a joke. Okay, right?
It's not funny.
it is funny.
Identity theft is not a joke, Chad.
I'm not going down for this. All right. So another great podcast. Do a quick recap. So, we're talking about our goals, and me and Alberto succeeded in our goals and Chad failed.
Definitely.
So
Loser.
No, I didn't, succeed on my goal 100%. So, we talked about all of our goals, and I think we all set some pretty good goals for the week. I really want to get back on track, and
And just because we don't accomplish our goals doesn't necessarily feel.
no,
Yeah.
you're not a failure. You're not a
it's all-
failure.
There's always next week, and then that's the
We
point
don't,
of this,
you know,
right?
you don't set goals to feel like a failure. You just set them so that you can stay on course for
Yeah,
the
so
week.
you have somewhere to go.
Yeah, you need some sort of direction each and every week. We talked about this before, like writing down. I have a list of things I do every day and make sure I cross them off as I go. But yeah, so I think we got some work to do on our goals. I think the tap in part of this podcast has been great. Holds us accountable. Lets us kind of get our personal lives out there and lets the audience know what we really want to do, for the week. So.
We're real people. You know what I mean? We're do real stuff. Like
we're just people.
Yeah, just people.
And then we talked about our connections, and I have different connections with my mom and dad. Some of my favorite things to do in life. It kind of brings me back to them. Yeah, Alberto's building relationships and connections with his kids, with his familia, and familia, and yeah, and then Chad. We learned that Chad talks to too many girls at once. So putting it
learned that Chad is a beast.
He is a beast. He is the character Beast from Beauty and the Beast. He really wants to talk right now, but he's gonna let me finish my segment. And no, I mean, his connection is with the Beast, and he's kind of alone, and no one wanted to mess with him, and he's getting away from the girls this week. We'll see if that lasts, because he can't talk about Prince without talking about titties.
Back then, they didn't want him. Now he's hot. They still don't want him.
Yeah. Mike Jones. But no, I think everyone has a good mindset this week going forward, and anxious to see how everyone does on their goals. Alberto, what do you got? What do you got to say for a recap? You got anything to add on?
I mean, I'm gonna try to be extra supportive to you this week, Chad. Just to make sure that you do feel like you're checking some stuff off and you're able to get where you want to get. So, yeah, I love this podcast. I love y'all guys. Shit, it's cool.
Chad, it looks like you got something you need to say.
No, I'm just taking it in.
Prince! Damn, Chad.
I was just taking in everything that's being said. And
yeah, take it.
I think everyone just needs to remember we're just we're two dads and one Chad, just being real.
Yeah.
We're just talking, and I think holding each other accountable makes each and every one of us better.
Yeah, and I know I need to be held accountable, so I accept it.
I'll bring in the gun next time, Chad.
I accept any criticism that I receive for doing things I'm not supposed to do. So
everything was good until you started talking about Prince and titties.
I mean,
cut it off, Austin. He's gonna start. Hurry up.
No, you can't. You're good. Yeah.
But this has been the recap with Kris, and I'm out.
Thank you.
Encore.
Thank you.